Alright, hello again everybody, and welcome back. We are on part 2 of Megaman X4. So, we just started off by doing the intro stage, taking on Slash Beast and Web Spider, and beating them down and taking their weapons. So next we're going to go for Split Mushroom to get his weapon, which we need in order to get the best armor piece in the game, which you'll see in a little while. Split Mushroom is one of my favorite Mavericks, actually, because I like his stage, and he's a total goofball when you actually fight him. And in case you're wondering, this effect appears in all 3 of the PlayStation Mega Man X games, where it's just basically you running up a gigantic staircase. So this is just basically ascending the tower. Those are instant kill spikes, so you don't want to touch them. I'm not 100% sure if those things are instant kill. I really don't feel like finding out. Whoa, that was close. Oh, and by the way, the plant things on the face, as you can see, they respawn. So you want to make sure to get past them after you blow them up. Alright, and now we are on to Split Mushroom's mini-boss, which is this little bee drone thing. Now you have to be careful because it destroys the platform. So you need to make sure that you kill it pretty quickly. Because you're only going to have a few shots at it. It's a lot harder for Zero to kill than for X. Alright, so... honestly, you're better off just dashing through this area and just tanking damage, because the enemies spawn pretty quickly, and yeah. Now, as soon as you teleport through here, run, because those things will break. And here's where you get to use the lightning bolt. Well, first you gotta actually... You don't actually need the lightning whip for that spot. If you're fast enough, you can actually just dash jump off of the falling block, but it's a lot easier this way. It's a lot easier if you have a lightning whip, I should say. Now, these ones don't respawn simply because when you blow them up, the platform rises fast enough that it'll break the flower before they get a chance to respawn. Be careful though, however, they are spiked and they are instant kill, so yeah, and also you can get crushed against them. Alright, and now it's time for Split Mushroom. Split Mushroom is weak to the lightning web. and has an incredibly predictable pattern if you have the lightning web. If you have a lightning web, all you need to do is just turn left and right, jump and fire. It is really that simple. You can't even do anything. And that's it, he's dead. You have exactly enough shots of the lightning web to kill him, however, so don't waste them. Otherwise, you're going to have to buster him. Now, for killing Split Mushroom, we get the Soul Body, which creates a clone. It basically creates a energy clone in front of X that copies or that covers his movements, essentially. It's actually very useful, and it's necessary in order to get through Cyber Peacock stage to get the armor upgrade in that stage, which we'll be getting in next, actually. So on to Cyber Peacock for cyberspace. Okay, so the way Cyber Peacock stage works is it's basically a race. Whenever you go to one of these, it starts timing you. You don't want to hit those little yellow orb things because they will slow you down. And by getting an S rank, it takes you to the items of the stage. First, we get the Heart Tank. There are 3 total races. Now at this point we want to get Soul Body ready. Oh crap. Yeah, you take damage and... Okay, so we still got the S rank. Now, for the second half, we get a tank, or a sub-tank. The third one, if we S rank this, we get the head upgrade for the armor, which we want. And you'll see why in a little bit. First we need to actually... Now you'll be able to tell when you're running low on time because it'll actually say hurry up. Let's see. Oh, we might not have made it. Nope, we just barely made it. Yes, the head armor upgrade is exactly what Dr. Light said. It gives you infinite special weapon energy for your uncharged special weapons. So I can use Soul Body as much as I want with no ill effects. I can fire the Twin Slasher forever. Now, if you charge up your special weapons, however, after getting the Buster upgrade, then you will still, it will still use your weapon energy, so you can run out that way. But otherwise, you cannot run out of weapon energy this way. Now this section, basically you have to flip gravity by hitting these little buttons. And use that flip gravity to... There are some minor puzzles you have to solve by doing this. basically, it amounts to dropping the balls so that they break through, flipping the gravity so that it drops the balls and to break through the floors. It's really not that hard. And we're already done, and we're at Cyber Peacock. Now, Cyber Peacock is weak to the soul body, so that's what we're going to be using against it. And Cyber Peacock is the most fabulous of the 8 Mavericks, as you can see. Cyber Peacock is a teleporter boss. He will always appear directly on top of X's position. Well, except when he decides to go and use his weapon, which we are not going to let him do. We're just going to blow him up. Alright, so the aim laser creates basically a targeting arc in front of X that you can use to lock on enemies and fire at them. It's kind of annoying because you use the up and down button to change the angle of the reticule, and you can't actually fire unless you've locked onto something. It's useful against Storm Owl, which is the boss it's weak against, but that's about it. Now, since we've killed half of the Mavericks, we have to fight Colonel. This is a non-avoidable encounter. Colonel's weakness is actually Frost Walrus's Frost Tower, but we don't have that yet, so we're just going to fight him with the Buster.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready.
Honestly, he's really easy to fight even if you don't have his weakness. You can pretty much just stand in one place, jump, and fire. Of course, if you don't jump fast enough, he will kill you. That's fine. He's really a lot easier than I'm making him out to be.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
I'm just making it look a lot easier than it actually is. And by easier, I mean harder. Alright, let's try this again, hopefully with less dying this time.
Show me what you've got.
At least we don't have to go through the opening intro or the opening dialogue again. What do you know? Used for the hover function. Alright, almost got him dead. There we go. Okay, now that that's over with, we can actually get back to beating down Mavericks. So, going in weakness order, the next Maverick we should be facing is going to be Storm Owl. And yes, Storm Owl gives you a ride armor similar to the old, similar to one of the old, or the old Hawk armor from X3. Make sure you get across there really quick, because that's the heart tank, as you see, and if you miss it, well, you have to go all the way through the stage again. Now, the Buster armor upgrade, or the Buster upgrade, is in this stage as well. But we won't actually get to the Buster upgrade until the next section. In case you're wondering, if you manage to make it all the way to the end with the armor, you don't actually get to keep it. Yeah, be careful about those guys. They're not very friendly. Alright, so see that spike-lined wall? That is where the Buster armor is. You need the lightning web. It's not going to do it. Crap. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Because spikes. Alright, let's try this again. First, we not get blasted by the plasma beam. This is why we don't like the lightning web. Thankfully, unlike in the older X games, when you continue from the last checkpoint. You don't continue from the... You don't continue from the beginning of the stage. And so if you happen to die right in front of the boss, oh, just die and continue, and you restart from right in front of the boss, right in front of the boss gates. Alright, now let's see if we can actually get this stupid upgrade and not die a horrible death. Or we can just shoot the lightning web too far into the spikes and spike ourselves. We're good at this game, people. We're good at this game. Oh, and this is the aiming laser, as I mentioned before. There we go. Now there are two different Buster part upgrades. So this is the first armor, or the first Buster upgrade they show, which is the stock Buster. Basically, what it does is it lets you stock up to 4 charge shots, which you can then fire at will. And of course, you can also charge up your boss weapons as per Mega Man tradition. Now, the actual Cannon Buster upgrade is this one over here, the Plasma Buster. And this is the Buster module that we're going to be going for. Shoots a much larger... Nope. Yeah. We don't care, Dr. Light. We got the one we want. The Plasma Buster is the Cannon Buster upgrade for Mega Man X4. It's the one that X is supposed to have received. Then also, this thing just gets wrecked by it. As you can see, whereas it would have taken us significantly longer to kill this thing had we done with the stock Buster upgrade. Alright, so Storm Owl is weak to the aiming laser. So let's go ahead and get our little charge reticule out. Loading. Now the cool thing about it is once you actually lock onto an enemy with the aiming laser, you can actually face whatever direction you want and still be able to fire on them. Now the charge version of the aiming laser basically just keeps it in, or fires out the laser constantly, so you can aim it wherever you want. Either method works really well for beating him. Alright, so the double cyclone basically does exactly what it says. It fires left and right and in two directions at once. It's actually pretty useful. It is the weakness for Magma Dragoon, and it is the weakness of one of the final area enemies as well. But we'll get into that when we get to that point. So we're going to go ahead and split off the video here. Stay tuned for part 3 of Megaman X4 when we go after our next Maverick, which incidentally is going to be Magma Dragoon. See you in a little bit.